Right, hello everybody and Happy New Year from the House of Bread.
Good morning, Joe. Happy New Year.
Good morning, William Morris and Lisa Price once again. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and you're raring to go on what Radio 1 was touting as the most depressing day of the year. What? Back to work Monday! Yay! A new start, everything's fresh.
Well, it is back to work for some people.
Some people.
Yes.
Some people haven't stopped.
Stop showing off now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so what are we going to chat about this morning? Whizzing through it, as ever. Come on, let's go to all the volunteers who supported us over Christmas and New Year.
Thank you.
Lisa's been here while I've been away on holiday for a couple of days. And I think I think what was really nice was just time to reflect on just how wonderful the volunteers have been. And genuinely, we wanted to thank everybody for their part in what we do, and we always bang on about quality, not quantity, and it's that much that's the important aspect to it. So all the people who came on Christmas Eve, all the people who came on Christmas Day, all the people who came on New Year's, anybody who was there, whether they brought a tray of mince pies or stayed to help serve it, without that, nothing could have happened. We couldn't have served the 100-odd meals on both of those occasions, and thereabouts the same on New Year's. And it's really just to reflect on the fact that this work is difficult, and yet constantly, and even in the last 24 hours, we've had more people who want to volunteer. So, come on and volunteer, get involved in whatever level of capacity you want to, and come and experience what we enjoy, what we do every day of the week.
So
really
a genuine thank you for that, really,
and
from our hearts, because it's
if you've seen our Facebook page, volunteers are not paid because they're worthless, it's because they are priceless.
Yes.
I thought that was very good.
Yes, that's right. Okay, moving swiftly along. I'm not just checking texts, remember. The number of meals served, yes. How many plates actually went out?
Well, I believe it was about 110 on Christmas Day. What was really lovely is we had a buffet, bit posh on New Year's, which was lovely, and just made a bit of a difference. But it was just the quality of the food, and Alison Cunningham and Bill and others who were in the kitchen, folk who I remember seeing them who were peeling potatoes, carrots. The whole of that meal came to everybody hot through the entire time.
Did it really?
And it was just fantastic.
Amazing.
There was
proper Christmas dinner,
There was seconds, there was dessert, there was Christmas cake, mince pies. It was just fantastic, and it was.
What was the atmosphere like in there?
It was just the most fun.
It was great.
It was great. We had Christmas trees, we had crackers, we had hundreds of crackers, but we just had lots of people who were engaging and just enjoying a traditional Christmas. And also the Christmas morning, we'd been to the service. Thank you, Francie, at Trinity, and that was glorious because one of our little family friends came along, so I was able to be involved in supporting them. So that was really important. But the atmosphere was just terrific. It was just a wonderful family gathering. And the number of meals, it highlights the need.
That's incredible. 110. Gosh, that's got to be one of the highest services you've
it's
done.
Certainly getting there.
Getting there. Okay, cooking teams are needed. Well, why is it? It says here, why is it so important? I think you've just explained that very clearly. Because people want dinner. Lisa and Alison Cunningham work together on that side of things, and I think what we're saying is, if you're a business, a church group, a school group, any group, or an individual, and you want to be part of this and you fancy cooking, there is no way that you can't do and get involved in the work. We're still here.
We won't stop. In the gloom.
Show must go on.
Okay, so what's really important is we make sure that we have a group of people who can deliver on that. And so don't be shy. If you're thinking about getting involved and you think, oh my goodness, I'm serving however many meals and we cater for about 80 a week, varies slightly. Make some inquiries, come through to our Facebook page, come through to our website, make contact with Lisa and Alison and find out how it actually works, because it is the most amazing experience. We have not lost anybody, have we? No. Kicking and screaming from the kitchen. Completely the other way around. People have come, got involved, got to know new friends.
So it can be a really fun and rewarding thing to do.
And the thing is, don't worry about resources, because we have the resources in the food bank, we have all the catering equipment.
Big pots and pans.
Big pots and pans.
So we just need your manpower and your willingness, really.
We just need the bodies.
Very much so.
Need the bodies. Brilliant. Okay, so how's the 100 Club going on?
The 100 Club, I wanted again just to give you an update on that. That's been fantastic. And over the Christmas period, I was given a number of direct debit forms, some of which were for £10 as we'd requested, or £5. Some of them were a lot more. It will really help us. It's working towards that sustainability of income. And that, with this year's plans and what we're going to be doing, this is even more important. So partly I want to say thank you for those, and I've written to every single
person who has a direct debit with us, just to really just thank them for the last year's support, or thank them for the last 6 months, whatever it is. It really does make a massive difference. And we're going to be talking to a lot of the church groups and just communicating what that delivers. I know we all know what it delivers, but I want the people on the ground, people who are donating £10, £5, to really understand the difference they're making. It's
we
profound.
could do with a bit of photography to cut into these vlogs, couldn't we? Just to put some, some context in what we're talking about.
I know we want to spark.
Jack.
Yeah.
He's always messing on his phone.
2015 is going to be the year of communication and expansion. So it's making sure that people listen to us and understand. And you're right, Joe. Perhaps we can be clever in terms of cutting in some imagery and some facts. And the facts are the facts, but it's more the passion behind the work and the motivation. But yeah, the folk who've been doing the direct debits for us have been fantastic.
And we don't want everybody to think that that's all sorted and the needs have been met, because expenses are going to be greater in 2015.
Yeah,
the need is still there. So I don't want anyone to rest on their laurels at home and think, oh, lovely, it's all sorted out.
Conversely, we are very, very lucky that we have that funding, and we're seeking more all the time. And I will look for avenues and opportunities all the time. And be creative. We've got a number of people doing fundraising events for us this year.
Yes.
Next week's vlog, I'm hoping we might get one of the people who's doing a special event for us. But I'm talking about a couple of guys who are doing a series of events for us. We're going to link up with a lot more interaction, so people can sponsor individuals. It's just a whole different way of being creative about the giving, basically. But ultimately, it's doing what we do.
Brilliant. Dinner dance tickets.
Yes.
Buy a table of 10. Go on.
They're going. I think I haven't spoken to the lady yet today, but she emailed me late last night saying, are there any tickets available? And yes, there are. So if you want to host a table, they seat 10. Why not do that with family or friends?
It's a bit like buying a book of raffle tickets and selling them on. You don't have to pay for the whole 10 yourself. You pay for it up front, and then you sell the tickets to your family and friends.
It's a great way of spending a really enjoyable evening, learning a little bit more about House of Bread, making a contribution, and you might win a prize. There's raffles and all sorts of stuff.
No,
and it's quite cool actually to be a host of the table. So if you'd like to be sort of made a little bit, special, we'll make sure that the head of the table is given extra rights.
Party hats.
Yes.
Extra rights.
So they are available.
We do have crackers.
We do have crackers. Facebook us, Twitter, you name it. Get in contact with us. They are
so Facebook
available.
and Twitter is the best way of getting hold of some tickets.
Yeah,
then.
or email us, text
or ring.
us, or ring. Yeah.
07720 850 720.
And you'll see that number appearing along the bottom of the screen now.
Yeah.
Way. Thank you, Jack.
That's my number.
Yes, that's your number.
Also, I found a small quantity of these are still available. So a small consideration, and you could have that on your car or
yes,
or
I keep
anywhere.
intending to put it on. I'm terrible.
Great. Thank you for those
yet.
3 or 4 or 5, 6 people who bought them on Christmas Day, because that was great. So there was a
wonderful.
Hoot if you see one, by the way, in Stafford. Hoot or honk. Honk your horn if you see one of these in Stafford on the back of a car. Obviously.
Well, you should get another one that says honk if you support House of Bread.
I'm not sure.
Jack's shaking his head aggressively now. No,
we'll get the whole of Stafford tooting around the place. It'll look like an American inner city.
Yeah.
Honk for hob. We could have a honk for hob.
We wanted to. Here's a.
Jack has just
kind of follows on from what we were just talking about. Actually, do you want to be a special guest?
Yes.
Have you got anything interesting that you'd like to say, that you want to share about House of Bread, about your work, about the ways that you'd like to connect or integrate?
If you're involved in the work or not, we'd like to hear from you. We've got a number of people we're looking forward to.
If you've got experience doing something similar in your area or anything like that.
The more people we can get involved with, we can send you the details. You too can be on the sofa. How exciting is that? But it would be really good. We've had some great guests last year.
If you know anything about lighting, that would be good as well, because you could just do an extra bod just to go and change that bulb.
Yeah.
That's an open request. So please, it would be great to have you part of it and sharing what you do in whatever world you're involved with.
Fantastic. Anything else? I feel like I'm just looking at my phone all the time.
I think it's this week's really, as we move into January, is just to really thank everybody for last year and the support and the continued support, and there's lots of exciting stuff, as you know, and we will talk about it on the vlog each and every week. So thank you everybody who's
keep coming back and share it as well if you know other people who are interested in community work.
I've been looking at the stats
work.
And apparently a lot of people do watch to the end.
Never.
I know.
It must be the joke. It must be the joke. They're all just sort of suffering and then waiting for that parable of modern life. Which actually, now we're on the subject.
Really?
Yeah, well, we're all about community, aren't we?
We are.
You know, we're all about togetherness, we're all about communication, and I heard an interesting story. Jack actually told me, and he's laughing as he sits back there now. Okay, so there's a Presbyterian gets to heaven, knocks on the door. St. Peter opens the door, says, "Welcome, welcome, come on in, my friend. You've got room 25. It's off down the corridor there. If you just be quiet as you pass room 8, please. Just keep your voice down." Anyway, Lutheran turns up next, knocks on the door. St. Peter says, "Come on in, come on in. You've got room 12 just down the corridor, but if you wouldn't mind, when you're going past room 8, just tiptoe past room 8. Okay, the next Methodist comes along, knocks on the door. "Come on in, it's lovely to see you. You're in room 11, just down the corridor there. If you don't mind, when you go past room 8, just tiptoe." And he says, Why is it that why do we have to tiptoe past room 8? And St. Peter says, "Well, the Baptists are in there and they think they're the only ones here." And with an apology to all Baptists, and I go to a Baptist church, so there. God bless. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye. That'll go down well.
Yeah.